As we were coming out of the first lockdown, one of my customers mentioned to me about a project she'd heard about called Knit Your Town. And was it something we could do? So we had a little look into it, and a lady called Sue had set up lots of projects. There's some around the Wales area where they'd knitted massive panels that represented the town. So thought that was a really cool idea and we could do something for Bolsover. But rather than do a huge project where people had to come together and it was just one big panel, we suggested that we did smaller 10-inch panels and everybody could either work it on their own, work together on it, and we could put them all together to make a wall hanging once we get them all back. The idea basically is if it's in textiles and I'm going to be able to sew it onto my Hessian wall hanging that we're going to be making, it can be involved. So some people said they can't knit but they can applique, they can't knit but they can crochet, so we just went whatever you can do it, because it's about including as many people as possible and just a bit of a fun community project for us all to get involved with. So what we've got here on the table at the minute is the bits and pieces that have been submitted already. So there was no sort of requirement that it had to be done by a certain date. It was literally, if you want to get involved, let us know you want to get involved, and we'll kind of go from there. So this one is a knitted one, so this is part of Knit Bolsover. It's lovely representation of the cenotaph, but then we've got other things whereby a lady's done the Bolsover Library for us. This is done in felt, so something completely different, but still helps us represent our town and all the brilliant things that are in it.
I started joining in with the Craft and Natter group that Sarah runs. I thought, because she'd mentioned it, I'd put my name down and that's how it kind of happened. Well, this was supposed to be Cundy House, because I regularly go past it whenever I come up and back from where I live up to here, and I thought it seems easy enough to kind of have a go at it, but it's going to challenge me a little bit because it's something that I don't normally do. Throughout making it, I kind of enjoyed the challenge and being able to kind of, enjoy it all. It's been brilliant.
So what we're planning to do is make it into hangings that we can display in various areas. We can take it out on tour and tell everybody how great Bolsover is. So we're thinking at the minute it's going to be 3 panels. If we end up with more squares, we'll make it into bigger squares, and then they'll be on display. So for example, they'll be up here at our next yarn day in August. We're hoping that the library and those sorts of places will display it for us as well, so people can just pop out into their area and see what's been created.
And now it's going to be part of a big mosaic, and when that's hung up and when that's finished, how proud will you be to see your design on there?
I'm going to be quite proud and hopefully be able to take a picture of it and kind of show my little one that, Mummy made that and I've been part of something that I think he can be proud of.
Still opportunity to get involved. We're starting to have monthly sessions where people can just drop in and see what they can do. There's still areas of Bolsover that we haven't got represented. Up to 30 people have committed so far to doing us a square, so it's going to be quite a big project to put it all together. So in those monthly sessions we're going to start planning it out and putting it together, and then if somebody thinks, oh, I'd love to get involved with that, they can pop along and we'll be able to sort of find an area that's not being covered, or they might have ideas of their own. I mean, I've learnt so much about Bolsover, the jam factory, some of the other areas of town that I didn't know about, and some of those buildings that aren't here anymore. So Sherwood Lodge, for example, is one that's being done, which we can't see now if we go because there's the new Morrisons there, but once upon a time it told